So, welcome back to Level Up TV at levelupthegame.net with me, Disrepute, and for this ClanBase EuroCup 26 Group B action. Ligan versus Gentleman Club. We're on to the second map. It's going to be Dreadful Place, picked by Gentleman Club. First map went the way of action in a pretty comfortable victory on Girim Dungeons, their home map pick. Let's have a look at the lineups quickly. Gizmo, Viam, Dash, Nightops for action. For Gentleman Club, Twister, Ty, Freeman, and Nons. And let's get it ready to rumble. Twister off the spawn, Plasma Gun and Red Armor straight away, rushing towards the Lightning Gun, which his teammates already got Nons. So what a brilliant set of spawns.
Yeah, that's ideal for them. The rail did go to action though, so they need to make good use of that to try and counter some of those early item pickups from Gentleman Club.
Twister's got caught out so badly though. That was perfectly timed attack by Viam in his back. His teammate drew him in. They should have been in good position to take that red, although I'm not really sure they were there. Viam going down to support the second rail pickup. And of course quad can spawn 30 seconds into the end of the minute. Nobody on the server knows what time that would spawn at. Well, the players playing at least. And we don't have it on our time.
I don't have it either. That's a rarity. Neither of us having the quad time.
So, we're all guessing at when it might happen. Java
sometime in the next 21 seconds.
On this map you do want to get there fairly early and control the position. We can see these tight doorways. You lock them off and there's only a bounce pad then into the room, and that's just easy pickings if you've got the right weaponry.
It is, but at the moment the only rail is in the hands of Gentleman Club. aCtion lost their only rail. And I think the only Lightning Gun is also in the hands of Gentleman Club, so that's a clear weapon advantage heading into the first quad.
Twister coming in with a heavy shotgun. The squad spawns right away, and Nightops was in position to take that one. He's now got a shotgun and rail to work with. Pretty much on the first quad you can always rush through that doorway and be fairly secure, but after that you have to be a little bit more cautious.
His teammates are trying to push towards the Lightning Gun without him, but one of them did go down.
He does chase Ty around, get an easy quick frag, but he's put himself out of position now, chasing him down in there. That's like 5 seconds or so of that run that doesn't really produce anything, but does get a second frag on Nons. He might have had some armor to his name. He did have a Lightning Gun.
Wow, he's being totally caught out by Freeman, giving away the Lightning Gun as well, and Freeman instantly punishes a teammate of Nightops.
That's a great bit of LG. He's actually 44% at the moment, Freeman.
He's even generous with it as well. He's not willing to just hold on to it with a low amount of health.
Now the red arm will be up in about 10 seconds time, so he'll be wanting to secure this area.
So they're already picking up where they left off yesterday. Good control of the red, but look, that's incredible pressure. 3 players from aCtion coming into the red room.
Well timed by Freeman though.
Good dodge as well.
Dropped off his rail and his shotgun before going down. That worked out very well indeed.
Definitely.
And there the Lightning Gun timing.
That gives him enough weapons to look to push in for the next red.
This is working out very well at the moment. Their flow across the map is excellent. They really are in the right positions at the right time. We saw the Lightning Gun, we saw the red armor. Once gets caught in the back though. These aCtion ambushes are working out very well.
Yeah, and Dash just picking the Lightning Gun up in time for the quad. Be a very effective weapon to defend quad with.
That's good teamwork, securing that area then. 3 frags is the difference as they come and rushing in from high. Dash managing to grab that quad. He only had 1 health left and was shotgun down by Nons in the end. But they picked up a few frags there on the quad. They managed to grab the quad. And they were in a disadvantaged position going into that power-up playtime as well. So they did the best job they could, pretty much. Gizmo's got 100 armor stack, shotgun, and a plasma's working. They're going to want to rush through to this red. That's great dodging of the railgun. They confiscate that away from their opponents. Freeman's going to go down. And how as well has that worked out for Gizmo? Dash going to grab himself a red. So 2 players running around with a high stack of armor. They've got a ton of Lightning Gun now. And look at that, all in that power-up play. It got completely turned around by the frags that occurred around it.
Yeah, already we're seeing though that both teams are very effective at controlling multiple parts of the map. We saw Gentleman Club moving out from red earlier, but we've just seen it there from aCtion. They're taking the red, but straight into the important positions like Gizmo is now.
Excellent.
There's excellent dodging as well.
He's picking up a lot of kills in this area, and being able to do this is, going to put severe pressure on Gentleman Club.
Oh, I think he just boosted his opponent into grabbing that lightning gun. Pretty unfortunate at the timing. Didn't manage to get that, but Gizmo back for that red. He's had an excellent couple of minutes here.
This is a great passage of play for aCtion. They've had, the last 10 or 12 kills without any reply. Finally, Ty breaks that run of frags.
Waiting for this lightning gun. He'll be desperate to get that for the ammo. He's only got 4 cells to work with the lightning gun at the moment, and with his stack, he should be ideal for the quad.
He's just playing this brilliantly at the moment.
Oh! Wow, they sort of nullified each other there. The damage they delivered. He can grab this red, he can rush straight away to quad, but he didn't take the bounce pad route. I was surprised. I thought he was going to. I think they were waiting for him in the end, but wow, is that the quad dead?
No, quad is still alive.
Just
Night
switched around for some reason. He's only got 8 health. Got to be so careful here. Is the 50 up? It is. So that's worked out quite well. The other 50 across the map, the 225s, potentially a safer option. Doesn't connect with his plasma on Twister though, and pays the price. Did manage to get a frag behind Twister.
Yeah, I think he'll wonder how that didn't hit Twister. It's like Twister just hopped over the stream of plasma.
Danced around it. He's been to Zumba classes.
But that was only for women.
Read into that what you want then, mate. Twister caught in the air, lightning gun. I am flying across. Easy kill. And he's around this yellow armor. He doesn't obviously have a time on it though.
No, and he doesn't have much in the way of health and armour at the moment. This 50 will do him nicely, but needs some armour because he needs to be able to defend any pushes made against him in that position.
That rocket must have sizzled the hairs on his legs. So close to him. He's going to grab the yellow armour.
Blimey, these rockets just... They look like they're going to hit him, but they just miss at the last second.
They miss or he dodges it?
Well, I'll say he dodges it, but...
30 seconds until the quad. You want to start probably setting it up now, so Twister going to wait around for, I'd imagine, that one more yellow before he goes.
Yeah, he'll be reasonably positioned for it in terms of health and armour. It's just whether or not he can move in.
He did not the best job there catching Viam out. It's
Nah,
taken a very long time as well.
Life.
Mega's up. Have they forgotten about quad? Doesn't seem like he's going to be anywhere near it. He isn't. He was pretty comfortably taken out though. Nons did avenge his death with that rail shot, taking out the quad carrier. It was a double rail by Night Elves, getting it impressive. And with that passage of play on the back of that previous quad, aCtion have built a lead, but it hasn't really extended since that point.
No, but it's a nice lead to have. The game was very close up until that good passage of play that they had.
So red armour in about 10 seconds time. Freeman's already got 50 armour to his name, rushing through this underutilised often corridor through to the midfield area.
Really though, he was ripped apart by a Viam there. Far superior lightning gun on display.
He's actually hitting 40% lightning gun. This is the kind of stats we expect from Viam nowadays. I mean, 45% machine gun as well. 39 shotguns high, 54 rail. It's decent. Consistency of aim from Viam over the years has just been very, very impressive. And if you can rely on players in your team hitting those kind of aim accuracies, then no doubt their damage output will be high and you're facing weaker players across the map. 29
he
seconds
is
still
top damage so far.
Takes mix up too
frags
easy.
like that are just, yeah, I mean, far too easy for him.
I mean, that's not a great lightning gun, it's just easy lightning gun because they made it easy. Just going at the bounce pad there.
Yeah, a player like Viam's going to hit 80 to 90% guaranteed. Or 100%.
I'm still waiting for this squad to spawn. Are they going to come at the bounce pad? Looks like he's ready to counter if they do. And they don't. A bit of extra ammo for the lightning gun. Takes a heavy shot there.
That lightning gun gave him 8 extra ammo.
Yeah, I was thinking. Yeah, it didn't really give him that much there. Oh, brilliant play. 5th impressive there. Straight onto that red. And the red is actually up, although he's just missed out on it. Oh, what a great rail shot as well. Lightning gun to rail combo. 6th impressive. Superb quad one.
Most of it done with the rail as well. Really nice rails.
60% rail. Got 6 frags with it. What was that? 6 impressives as well, I think.
Yeah, and it's opened up a clear advantage now for aCtion. Gentleman Club made a good start to this map, but since that period where they gave up about 12 or 13 frags unanswered, that built the initial lead, and then Viam's quad run just then, it's expanded it further.
aCtion looking very impressive at this stage of the map. Lightning gun in the hands of Viam off the spawn as well. I don't think
far too easy for him to just take that. No pressure on the pickup at all, and we always say the weapons, contesting of the weapons is vital on this map, and anytime you see an uncontested lightning gun pickup, it's never a good sign.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you have to get it, but you have to deal that damage to the guy taking it or kill him. I mean, he's swanned in there, 100 health, no armor.
Well, you don't contest a pickup, of course. You have no idea what time it's going to spawn. There we go again. They've just taken another lightning gun. No sign of Gentleman Club.
This is great passage of play by Viam here. 15 seconds before the quad, he just checks it out. He left the weapons down below in that rail basement, interestingly. I'm surprised he did that, actually.
Switch to rocket, surely.
Wow, that's unfortunate play there for Viam, considering his run in the last few minutes has been superb. Here's Dash, shotgun in hand, 25 seconds left with this quad. Rocket launcher to work with as well. Red armor's up, perfect timing for that. They are just dominating the map now, though.
Yeah, they are. I mean, look at the score difference. All of a sudden, it's almost double the frag difference. We had a tied game 6 or so minutes ago.
And they've had good quad dominance and excellent runs with that quad damage as well, which has really helped boost this. It was been the foundation for them building the frags, hasn't it? Yeah.
It's just left Gentleman Club in such bad positions, little to work with in terms of items and weapons, and aCtion have just been running all over them.
I mean, we can see that it's plain as day, isn't it? 6 quads to none. Look at the difference. Because the other stats aren't that far apart. Dash moving out there, hitting his rail shots, takes out nons. Comfortably, he's going to grab himself a second rail shot here, and the 225s. Ooh.
Good team
Still
support.
Survives. Dash was going to be very giving there and give away his railgun to Night, so just ran off, not aware that he was about to do that. Isn't the greatest display of rail from Dash, and yet he's still hitting 49%, which is about acceptable at this level.
His rail was just so off that last 30 seconds or so, which is unlikely.
So strong, yeah. Viam now, he seems to be the star man on the server today, though. Good defensive positions, got the right weaponry as well, got a decent chunk of ammo, and then he's been rushed. That's expert rushing by Twister. Great dodging, good LG as well. And he's going to get a second frag on Dash there. Is he, though? That rush in by Gizmo really saved Dash. And he was able to get the frag with the railgun. 2 seconds to go to the quad. There it is up. And Ty's managed to bag himself the first quad that Gentleman Club have had on this map. Wow. Okay.
Just jumped into that rocket.
He will look back on that and think, I could do that a little bit different. 50 frags is the margin now. Can they bring this back? I mean, they got 7 minutes. That's a long time for.
It is a long time, but it's also a lot of frags to make up. You could say a large part of this frag difference is down to the fact that they've only taken 5 seconds of power up this game. But realistically, even if they play really well for the remaining 7 minutes, they're going to have to take every quad, make lots of frags with every quad, and you know that's not likely, is it? Not from what we've seen so far.
And you're playing someone the caliber of action. They don't just melt away and get nervous.
No, exactly. You know, even the game they lost against Low Flight, you know, the kind of frag differences they were losing by were, you know, single digits.
First game of the season as well. If they're not practiced enough, they might be off a little bit off form. I think if aCtion played Low Flight again, you could even argue that they'd still be maybe favourites. They've been very impressive in this, especially this map.
Yeah, Viam in particular, of course. I mean, sitting on a 28 net at the moment. Top damage on the server as well, 6.1k damage.
28 net, wow.
So he's really stepping up his game. Well, not carrying his team, but he's certainly
There's only
putting in a
of
great
negative
performance.
Net, then it's only -1, so they're all doing pretty well across the board on the frags. We have 15 seconds until the next quad. There's only 3 quads remaining on the map to bring this back in any way, shape or form. A tie. Interesting rocket kill there. Won't be arranged to flip around. It worked out well though. It looks like he's going to grab this next quad as well. There is a plasma spawn there. They leave it for nons. And he'll have as many weapons as he wants. He's caught out 2 well-weaponed players there for aCtion. Dash up the spawn as well. Gizmo off the spawn. That's an excellent quad run. 5 frags in the end.
Yeah, brings it back to 40 frags of difference, down from 50.
Well, if they have a good passage of play now, they get the next quad as well, do something similar. I mean, it is on in a sense, but everything's going to have to go their way.
Yeah, it's not just quad runs they need though. To bring this difference back, they need really strong play in between the power-ups. They need to be doing what we've seen from aCtion so far. You know, we've seen aCtion have had free run of the map at times, and they'll need that, but it's not going to be easy.
It's very difficult when someone like Viam is on fire like this.
He's having a great game. I mean, he's very low on health at the moment, but still dangerous, still hitting his shots.
Yeah, look, he can survive out. And you know when someone's having a good game, even when you see them on low health, they're doing damage and then they're surviving. And look at that.
Everything's going his way,
yeah.
Exactly.
Straight off the spawn as well, Non's going to be so frustrated. He was the star man yesterday. It's not really working out for him today.
He's performing quite well in the context of this map for his team, but you know, even him, he's their best player with, you know, -11. 5.6k damage is quite a lot though.
Penultimate quad. Going to spawn in around 10 seconds time. Gentleman Club in position at the moment now. As aCtion, you don't really need to attack it, do you?
No, you don't. You just need to try and do your best to contain it, look to counter it.
It's quite a good map to counter the quad on as well. Now Nons this time, finally, he's got 100 armour to his name. He's only got a shotgun to work with. Oh my god! Almost caught out by Viam's point blank range grenades. Red armour will be up in a second, and he seems to know that as well. Oh, railed right off the perch though. Nullifying a lot of that advantage he gained with the armour. That's exactly how you counter a quad on this map. And
Excellent rails.
they hit every shot there, didn't they?
Yeah.
2 of them railing, he was stacked, and he just couldn't counter that. And that is the way you play this map.
I mean, that was great rails because they hit him so quickly after he came around the corner. You know, they took no time at all to line that shot up.
What is it? 45 odd frags. Difference. It's not going to come down anymore, particularly. Gentleman Club, it looks like they're going to take a 2-0 defeat, keeping up their run of 2-0s. And it'll be the first match that aCtion haven't dropped a map on.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to look a lot stronger. They really needed a good performance like this as well. because so far their performances certainly weren't promising going forward for the latter stages of a competition, but now they're starting to look like the kind of team we know they are.
He also puts them in a very good position to qualify. Gentleman Club will still have opportunities to qualify, of course, as well after they have won. And they've now got 2 losses on the board. So they'll need to pick themselves up after this one and get a win maybe in the next match. No draws, of course.
No draws are not possible.
Here we go, Dash to get that final quad. Good shotgun work, the way he dodged against the wall there. Very calm and collected. 55 frag margin. Oh wow, what a pixel roll that was. Oh my god. Great reactions, 5th excellent of the map as well, so he's getting a fair few consecutive frags in quick succession. Run ended by Ty though, dropping down with that rail shot. Freeman utilising that plasma gun to full effect. Don't really see enough plasma used. We saw quite a lot of it yesterday actually.
Yeah, but we were watching Q50 in 2 consecutive games, weren't we?
This guy's addicted to it.
That's a very dominant performance in the end, considering who Gentleman Club beat on this map yesterday. 170 to 108, that's really looking good for aCtion. Great control of the power-ups. Power-ups we saw were key on this map yesterday, and it's the same again. 7-3 aCtion were in terms of quad pickups. Just can't let any team actually.
You notice a correlation between results and the amount of pickups of the power-ups?
Well, exactly. We're not getting many games where the power-up stats are quite even on this map. We're getting, one team always seems to clearly take far more than the other.